Hello everyone in the Young Marine News Network. We are here for the summer edition of Young Marine News, reporting live from Camp Rylea on the Oregon coast. Once again, guests of the Oregon National Guard at this phenomenal training center where we're experiencing all of National Leadership Academy back on live and in person like it should be. National Young Marine of the Year, Mario Cook here with me, on the side of the hill with the A-frame behind us. A lot of great activities last year. You've been here for the last 2 weeks. Let's talk about the training and the education and the adventure we've been doing.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's been a fun 2 weeks. We're so fortunate and happy to be here this year in person. The junior and senior and advanced leaders had such a great time this week. They had a few classes on learning how to develop as leaders, as people, and as young Marines. Some of the things we did were physical training. We went out and got lost, or not get lost. We correctly land navigated throughout the woods. And right now the Senior Leadership School is doing the obstacle course. It's been a great time, and talking to a few young Marines, sir, they said that their favorite part of leadership schools is meeting new young Marines and creating relationships that last a lifetime. You know, that really is it. And that's what you see when all the young Marines get together. It's one of my favorite parts is when we first get here and everyone's getting off the buses or even meeting each other at the airport. And you see all these young Marines, they haven't seen each other for a while, and they're meeting old friends again, making new friends, and then taking that with them all around the country. So it's not just about everything we teach here and all the activities and experiences they have, but it's about the friendships they make that'll last a lifetime. Yes, sir.
Hey Young Marines, I'm Young Marine Sergeant Major Ian Ross, the 2021 Division II Young Marine of the Year and the Public Affairs Correspondent here at Drill and Ceremonies 2021. So what I love about this program and about the people that are here specifically is that these young Marines came from all across the country, not only to learn drill and to better themselves, but they came to learn how to teach drill and to go back to their units and to teach their young Marines and to better our program as a whole through this experience. I really love that, and it's so inspiring to me, and I have so much respect for everybody that's here.
Move this foot a little bit in front, move your left foot a little bit in front of the right foot so you're able to turn more smoothly.
Hello Young Marines, my name is Gene Overstreet. I was a Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, and this week we got a bunch of young Marines here in Virginia and they're training for Drill and Ceremonies class. I love teaching drill and ceremonies because it has the leadership that you need to step up and take charge, the discipline to do the things that's right, to move a unit from one place to another in an orderly manner. So I love coming back each year. This is my, I guess, 5th time to do this, and I'm already looking forward to next year.
Hello, I am Young Marine Staff Sergeant Benson, and I am the recipient of the Leadership Award here at Drill and Ceremony School. My favorite part throughout this entire week has been probably seeing the transformation from day one to today's final drill. It was actually quite interesting seeing how many different young Marines, their skill levels all come together at the end to make one big, perfectly aligned and in-step platoon.
This week the young Marines have truly been outstanding. They got an opportunity to raise the colors every morning at 08 and put them down at sunset. And they have done an outstanding job. Young Marines have had the competition, squad competition, color guard competition, guide on, the whole business. So if you want to learn drill, this is where you're going to learn it and learn it right. And I'm looking forward to seeing each and every one of you next year on Drill and Ceremonies.
Two of the big highlights we have here is always the land navigation and the obstacle course. You know, it's a unique aspect of going to Camp Rylea. You know, and we spent a lot of time with obstacle course here today, and the confidence course. Again, SLS going through now, ALS and JLS have already been. And you've been out there running a lot of the obstacles with them. I mean, how they doing?
They're doing outstanding, sir. Just seeing the young Marines pull in that inner motivation that they have and helping encourage their teammate, it's so awesome to see. And there were so many young Marines that thought they couldn't, and they hear the motivation from the young Marines, they hear the encouragement, and they just get that extra spurt that they need. There's
a lot of adrenaline out there. That's for sure. When you got your teammates, you know, motoing you on, it's really great to see. You see some of them, the excitement after they finish something they weren't quite sure they were going to be able to pull off, and you get to see that. It's really exciting. You know, and another thing, similar, land navigation. You know, we're out here on the course, and the land nav course is on the other side, but every year it's great to see the challenge, you know, and there's a lot of classwork. You know, a lot of people don't understand that when you go out on the land nav course, that's like the final application. Now, you spent a lot of time in the classroom training, prepping, understanding the maps and how to use the compass, and how to use your grid squares and all that before you get out there. But then, hey, the rubber meets the road, or at least your boots meet the ground, and away you go across the landscape. But it's great. I mean, you know, you got wildlife out here, you've got, you know, some pretty thick woods, but then there's also a lot of open spaces, and we did night and day, you know, for the advanced leaders, got to do night land nav. And so that's something we introduced a couple of years ago to add a little extra challenge. But overall, land navigation is another great aspect. And there's so many other great classes that we give. I mean, you know, some of the classes that you sat in on are just phenomenal.
Especially one of my favorite ones that I sat in on was one of Mrs. Davis's class, actually. The etiquette class happened to be one of my favorite ones just because everybody needs that little extra reminder.
We have to represent ourselves well as a program, and every young Marine should represent them well in public.
Absolutely right, sir.
Welcome back to the 2021 Division III Leadership School here in Tennessee. I'm Young Marine Master Gunnery Sergeant Destiny Bocanegra, the School Sergeant Major, and to my left is Young Marine Master Sergeant Ethan Mayer, the School First Sergeant. Today we had a very busy day with high morale and motivation. Students had classes ranging from encampment planning and SLS to mentors and modeling in JLS.
I am so excited to be here this week. It has helped me to become a better leader, and it's helped me find things that I want to take back to my unit to help my unit be a better unit, help everybody to be better leaders in my unit, and just help my unit to better themselves and help me to better myself. And I am so happy that I got the chance to be here.
DLS really taught me a lot about organization, structure, discipline, respect, and that has really been a really good experience.
You know, being here now and being here with these amazing cadres, these amazing adult staff, and my amazing young Marines that are beside me, it's really motivating, and it makes me really happy that I decided to be in the Tennessee Regiment for my SLS.
Signing out, Young Marine Master Gunnery Sergeant Destiny Bocanegra,
Young Marine Master Sergeant Ethan Mayer.
and we're the Moto Peak Squad.
Hoorah.
You know, and all the classes here, you know, build upon your young Marine's path to promotion. There's a lot of what we spend time on, leadership development, you know, about understanding leadership styles, how to work well with others, becoming a better leader and understanding your strengths and abilities as a leader, and also talking about how to plan and execute various operations. I mean, we talked about encampment planning, we talked about event planning, operational risk management, all those things so that our young Marine leaders, when they come back, can go back and help make their unit better and help engage their young Marines. What was like one of your favorite classes, other than, I know, thank you, etiquette?
Well, I enjoyed one of the planning classes, encampment planning, because the advanced leaders, it's so important that once they get back home, that they step up and know the knowledge on how to properly plan encampments and how to execute.
Because that is one of the things that young Marines say they like doing the most, is going out on encampments and getting together with other young Marines. That is an excellent point. You know, all this activity, all this adventure, that burns a lot of calories. And the only way you can keep it up is with good chow. And we are very excited and blessed this year to have a motivated crew of adult volunteers running food service for this year's academy. And we did a special segment just for the chow dogs. You know, it's one thing to cook for a family of 4, it's another thing to cook for 300 people. But here at Camp Rylea, that's happening every day by our magnificent and outstanding adult volunteers led by Chef Jeremy Wolf and his team. We're going to take you behind the scenes to see how they get it done and watching our young Marines get some awesome chow as they go through the next week here at Camp Rylea.
Right now, we are in our dry storage facility to support our cooking efforts while we're here. And we do get all of our food from a licensed and accredited national supplier. We also support that purchase by that company's local food store.
This is how I spend my vacations. I helping the kids. Anything for the young Marines. If I can come help, I love doing it.
Now we're at our cold storage, freezer and refrigeration. Real important for fresh products. We want to bring in as many fresh products as possible to give better nutrition to our young Marines. We are able to store all sorts of wonderful things for our kids. That would be to include our ice cream, which is a very popular dish here. We also have our produce and cheese eggs, fresh eggs that we have been making daily for our young Marines.
I've been doing much smaller kitchen meals for my family and then different events, but this is definitely the largest scale I've ever helped with. My son is in SLS and they asked for volunteers back in December and I jumped at the chance.
Right now we're in our scullery or our dish room. This is where we take all of the equipment that we need to clean. We run it through this wonderful machine, makes cleaning a lot faster and easier. It's high temps, so things are coming out pretty hot, but they're making sure that it is safe and sanitary when it's coming out of the machine.
It's important that these young Marines get a variety of meals that are nutritious, hot, and plenty of it. And in the past, one of those things was lacking from time to time, and we're trying to offer them consistency. So it makes their day easier to learn and grow.
This is our main area, our main kitchen. This is where we do all the preparation and cooking for the young Marines and all of our meals. Here is where we do all of our cutting, our preparation and measurements, and then we have our cooking surfaces, our tilt skillet, as well as our range, and then it comes to the line and we serve our young Marines as they come through the line. And as we wrap up, all of our fresh products that we have will be donated to the local food bank in this area.
I just want to thank everybody for all you're doing to help all our young Marines. At the end of this, we'll have served over 6,600 meals to all our young Marines and adult volunteers, so thank you very, very much.
You know, just watching it gets me hungry all over again, which is a good thing. We're almost ready for lunch when we wrap up here. But you know, one of the other things that was unique this year is we had some special neighbors, some special guests next door. And I believe that you went over and spoke with them today.
Yes, I did, sir. Our next door neighbor happened to be Sea Cadets. And I had the special opportunity to interview one of their Regional Cadet of the Year. Here at National Leadership Academy, our next door neighbors are Sea Cadets. I'm here with one of the regional Sea Cadets, Chief Winter. How are you today?
I'm outstanding. Thank you for having me.
One of the things that our young Marines, and I'm sure our viewers are wondering, is what exactly are the Sea Cadets?
Well, the Sea Cadets is a nonprofit youth organization funded by the Navy, and we are ages 11 to 18, and we do leadership just like you guys.
Awesome. I know that there were some moments when we had the Sea Cadets and the young Marines that were kind of motivating each other. Can you tell us a little bit about how that was going down?
So we have a coercive relationship with you guys. When you guys are cheering us on during our PRT, we'll cheer right back.
Keep going, Sea Cadets, you got this.
So, Cadet of the Year, what is your techniques or what do you do to help motivate and inspire your cadets?
In order to motivate and inspire my cadets, I make sure I know them. I want them to feel like they're cared for and they know that someone has their back. And if someone has their back, then they feel confident enough to continue on and do what they need to do to be better.
Awesome. That is literally the exact same thing that I was talking about too. I've been in Young Marines for 9 years now. And the reason that I stayed in for so long is because of the relationships that I make, the friends that I make. And the National Young Marine of the Year title helps me to create those relationships with the Young Marines. Can you tell me a little bit about how you can implement that with your cadets, how to build those relationships?
When we do trainings, we always talk to each other. So when we're talking to each other, we're going through our chain of command, just like the military. So we have the staff cadets who are interacting with each of the cadets who are attending the training, and they talk to each of them, make sure they're doing well, and motivate them to continue.
Yeah, definitely. And I definitely think that the little things really do matter. Even if you're in the chow line, you see a young Marine or a cadet, you give them a little fist bump or something like that, I know it means the world to them. For sure. Awesome, awesome. I want to thank you again for doing this interview with me, and if we ever see you out there, we'll give you an hoorah.
Hoorah, hooyah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hoorah! Hoorah! After a long week of PTing right next to each other and marching right next to each other, the Young Marines and the Sea Cadets got together. We had a friendly competition and we had a ditty battle. It was awesome. The Young Marines and the Sea Cadets had around 10 minutes to prepare and they presented and they were amazing. To determine who goes first, we will be playing rock, paper, scissors! You ready? Hey, good luck. Yes. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, okay, we'll go first. Hey, 2 out of 3? Okay, okay. Got it.
Got it! Right! Hey! Mark time! Mark! Down by the river! Down by the river! Took a little walk! Took a little walk! We saw the young Marines! We saw the young Marines! We had a little talk! We had a little talk! Hey! Hey! We are young Marines! We are young Marines! Yeah, they gotta get straight away. Gotta know you can start major one day. Got kids on the face, staying out late. Shining hard to the sand, marching in place. We are young Marines. We are young Marines.
After much deliberation, it was ultimately decided. It was a draw. The great thing about a tie is that we win, but we win together. Hoorah! Hoorah!
You know, really looking forward to it. It's a great opportunity to interact with our partner program, who also works on leadership and teamwork and preparing, you know, citizens to be engaged in the future. Wonderful to see, and thank you for your personal outreach. You know, making those friends across the wire, across the parking lot, if you would. Really great, you know. But all good things come to an end, and so, you know, in just another 24 hours, we're going to be doing graduation. But through the magic of television, I have that footage for you now of our Young Marine National Leadership Academy graduation.
All right, I would like to welcome you all to the 2021 National Leadership Academy graduation. There is one young Marine who shined above all the rest. This young Marine excelled in all facets of academic, physical fitness, and leadership. This one young Marine has earned the distinction of Honor Graduate. The Honor Graduate for Junior Leadership School is Young Marine Corporal Mackenzie Aris. The Honor Graduate for Senior Leadership School is Young Marine Staff Sergeant Jonathan Zhao. And number 1, Young Marine Gunnery Sergeant Andrew Mayer.
Academy! Dismissed!
You know, and with that, it's a wrap on Camp Rylea and this year's National Leadership Academy, and all our young Marines, adult volunteers, and staff members flying all around the country, back to work, back to home, and in some cases, back to other spaces events, because the fun doesn't end here. You know, at this point in time, we have events going on already at Yellowstone, where young Marines are out doing community service projects and being in the outdoors. But you know of all the other Spaces project
Yes,
or
sir.
Spaces events going on this summer. Let's talk about those for a minute.
Yes, sir. We have a busy summer this year.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We have young Marines going to Hawaii. We have young Marines going on cowboy expedition adventures. And we have a few special reports from various Spaces activities throughout the summer.
Hi, this is Dina Dillon. I'm one of your public affairs correspondents for Young Marines. Today we are at the Cyber 3D Printing Imaging class, having a great time, and here's more information.
Hello, this is Young Marine Corporal DeVilliers, and this is what we've been doing at our Cyberpath camp. Here is our 3D printer, which we've been building over the past 3 days, and so far it's coming along pretty nicely. We have the X and Y motor. We have the other motor over here in the back. We have our build plate. We have our extruder, which will actually make our builds, such as like using this small little nozzle below. It'll actually disperse 3D printing material that'll actually make prints. And that's it so far, and hopefully we'll be able to complete it today.
Hi, my name is Young Marine Lance Corporal Yu, and I'm from the Santa Clarita Valley Young Marines.
And what have you been doing this week?
We've been building the 3D printer, and so far we've already tested out different filaments and we've started printing out our stuff. Hopefully today we'll be able to make our own designs.
Young Marine Corporal Bartow, and yesterday we got to use our 3D printers, and we actually made this.
So, Young Marine Bartow, what unit are you with?
Music City Young Marines, ma'am.
Okay, out of Tennessee. All right. Well, we're signing out. This is Dina Dillon, your public affairs correspondent. Thank you.
Oh, hey Young Marines, didn't see you there. I'm Young Marine Sergeant Major Mario Cook, your National Young Marine of the Year. Today I am here in Division 5 with the Miami Valley Young Marines. We are competing in the Drill Hero competition. We have Young Marines, adult volunteers, as well as JROTC for both the Air Force and Navy competing. All the proceeds raised today will go to the Miami Valley Veterans Museum. It was so great seeing everyone come together for one big great cause. Congratulations to all of the winners, and I'm Young Marine Sergeant Major Mario Cook, signing off. The past few months for me have been very busy. I have visited a few units, and one of the things that I attended was actually a recruit graduation with the Chesty Polar Young Marines. And I was so excited to see those new recruits, seeing those new Young Marines. And it was so awesome seeing them all motivated and inspired to do more and push themselves.
You know, just so many opportunities for Young Marines around the country, and that doesn't even cover regional leadership schools as well as local encampments going. I know Division 6 is doing an encampment over Labor Day weekend. Just so many great opportunities for Young Marines. And again, coming in this fall time frame, we're going to announce Spaces 2022 events along with National Leadership Academy. So be looking for that both through email, on the content management system, the CMS, and in the Esprit to tell you what's coming up next year. I ain't giving it away, but there's some really cool events. Some old and some new. But the last event of the year is actually adult volunteer training. You know, it's always exciting to bring the Lava course with our adult volunteers getting training. You know, for those that are new to the program or have been around to the program, an opportunity to get together, work with each other, you know, share the challenges, share the ideas, and get a little bit of basic training how to run better units. Because we're doing all this time training Young Marines, we got to make sure we invest in our adult volunteers just like we do at ALC. But the adult volunteer course, just a great event, and I think we even have a special report for there.
Hi, my name is Michael Montanez. I'm an adult volunteer with Redlands East Valley in Southern California. During LAVA, we've been training on different parts of Young Marine training that our youth go through. Today we're covering land nav. We've done other portions just as far as instructing and how we can better reach the youth and better guide them through the Young Marine. As a 2-year volunteer, I understand the Young Marine program, but I didn't know some of the history. I didn't know some of the points we're trying to get across to the youth. So it's just a whole bunch of information that I didn't have the background on, and now I have a better understanding of what the program is, so I can better present it to the youth themselves.
My name is Kara Rieselman. I'm an adult volunteer for Flatirons Young Marines in Colorado. I am learning about all the training I could be doing for the Young Marines, getting all the details, learning different activities I could be doing with my Young Marines and how to be a better adult volunteer. You get the right training. You could hear, 100 different opinions from different adult volunteers with different experiences, but I'm learning the correct way to teach this and how to do things by the book so I can go home and make sure the Young Marines know what they're going to be seeing when they go to different activities through headquarters. What we're doing today is land navigation. I knew nothing about that. I knew what a compass was, but that was about it. So this is my favorite class, like learning something I had no idea about. So now I can finally help the kids.
Hey, we're here doing the 100-foot ropes course with the lava with the adult volunteers, because if we don't know how to do it, how do we teach them how to do it? So that's why we're here. It's simple, it's easy, and it breaks us into the process.
We just got our pace out and now we're headed out.
I was really excited about the map and compass stuff, and it was really good. We spent the morning learning all this stuff in the classroom, how to shoot an azimuth, how to read the maps, how to do our pace counts, and then today we're out here in the forest putting it into practice and hopefully not getting lost.
Don't be afraid to volunteer. Don't think that just because you don't have experience, training, that you can't be part of the program, that you can't make a contribution. You can definitely come here, give your time, give your effort, and they will appreciate it. Kids will still accept you, and the training can be provided. So don't be afraid.
Watching those adult volunteers at the end, they're just so motivated. It's like they can't wait to get on a plane and get back to their units and start applying all that knowledge. But speaking of that, around that time, you and I got to get on a plane and go to Springfield, Illinois for the Marine Corps League Summer Convention. It's an annual event, and I know the Marine Corps Leaguers are really excited to get together because they also had to cancel for last year. I was able to go to a Marine Corps League New England Division conference here just last month, and the motivation was high. I'm looking forward to this summer, an opportunity where we go there, we meet with our Marine Corps League supporters from around the country, but also an opportunity for the National Young Marine of the Year. Sergeant Major Cook will have an opportunity to meet with them, talk to them, and I believe they'll have some surprise for him as well. Hi, we're here at the Marine Corps League National Convention in Springfield, Illinois. Marine Corps League members, Marines from all around the country with the auxiliary, spouses, everyone descended on Springfield to land of Lincoln for a great week of camaraderie, interaction, education, and also an opportunity for us to talk about the Young Marines program and share our adventures with them. I'm joined by Young Marine Sergeant Major Cook, who's had an opportunity to talk to them. What were the highlights for you?
Yes, sir. It was a great time here. I especially loved being able to interact and meet all the Marine Corps League members. I had the chance to talk to the members of the auxiliary, and I even got to meet Major. He's a dog that owns his own pair of dress blues, and I even got to take a picture with him. It was my favorite part.
That was outstanding. Yeah, Major is something to be seen, to be believed. And we're getting ready to go into the big dinner where Young Marine Sergeant Major Cook will be announced to the whole group, and we'll have a chance to talk to the league members one more time. Signing off for the Young Marine News Network here at the National Leadership Academy on the Oregon coast at Camp Rylea. Young Marines, stay motivated, stay engaged, and keep living the healthy, drug-free lifestyle.
Let's build relationships one young Marine at a time.